You want me to see how she was laying down, or
how you ended up inside?
Officer Tony Hare had to call for backup after he accidentally locked himself in the backseat of his own squad car, together with a female detainee.
Like that. I just want...
Go, step inside.
His body camera had mysteriously shut off during the incident, but not before capturing this exchange between them.
Don't say that right now.
Officer Tony was called to arrest two suspects who were allegedly involved in a car theft.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Okay. Do not move. Just like that. Do not move.
He was tasked with transporting the female suspect to the police station.
Okay. We're just gonna go on my car right here, okay? Follow me.
Why are you the only mean one right here?
I'm not mean.
Bro, you're the only dick right
No,
here.
we can talk more once we get into the car, okay?
Everything was according to protocol as Officer Tony helped the suspect into the car. Once inside, it would be just the two of them.
Perfect. Just a little bit more, so I don't want to pinch your skin. Alright.
As they began driving, the two got into an interesting conversation.
Why are you asking that?
What is it gonna hurt you even if I were to listen to that? You know what I mean? Like, that's why I say shit.
Finally, the suspect made him an offer he couldn't resist.
Well, I can't hear you now. Don't say that right now. I said don't say that right now because everything's being recorded right now.
A few minutes went by before Officer Tony reacted to his detainee. He reached for his body camera, presumably turning it off. Past this point, the squad car's whereabouts could only be tracked by GPS. The tracker showed it turning down a street and slowing down to a stop. An hour later, Officer Tony called for help after accidentally locking himself in the back seat. The following footage was filmed by a police supervisor who responded to the call.
Alright, sir, step out of the vehicle for me.
As soon as the door was unlocked, Officer Tony bolted out of the car.
Okay, hold on, let me turn my camera on. She's code 4? She's code 4, okay, yeah, let me turn this off real quick.
At long last, the suspect was taken to the police station to be processed into the system. As for Officer Tony, here he is attempting to reenact the incident for investigators.
You want me to see how she was laying down, or
How you ended up inside?
so like yeah, so she was laying down. Her face was over there, and then I was just like kind of right here. I was like, well, at first I was like, hey, wake up. I was like, hey, you okay?
His explanation was that he had thought the woman was suffering from a medical emergency, and while checking on her, he accidentally locked himself inside.
I was waking her up like this. I was like this, waking her up. While I was waking her up, I heard a door click behind me.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, so yeah, I was like this. And then when I found out the door was clicked behind me, I positioned myself like this.
It was hard to make sense of such an unusual incident.
Then that's when she started to kind of like, I guess, wake up or get dazed off, whatever. Okay, all right, just stay right there. And then that's when I was trying to open the door.
Both Officer Tony and the female suspect denied that they had engaged in sexual activity, but investigators did find traces of semen on his belt. As of today, Tony Hare is no longer with the police department.